Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of T-shirt design. So this was a request to me how to someone was asking me to show how to create this kind of effects. So these are the things he wanted to know. So I don't know whose design is this. Please don't take it seriously. I'm just trying to show how to create this kind of effect. I'm not copying this one or anything. So first step is we need to break down a design, and for doing that you have to understand that how this design is made. So if you can see this is an ellipse here. So let me just make it a little bit clear here. So as you can see, this is an ellipse here, then there is a bigger ellipse which is this one, and then inside that there is a rectangle here. So we can do it in two different ways. One is with ellipse tool and one is with rectangle tool. So, and there is this option here, as you can see. We will create that too. So let's start with the first part. Okay, so let me just reduce the opacity a little bit so that I can work on top of that. So for creating a design like this, first step is, let's say I need a ellipse. So this is my ellipse. Now I am going to just make it a stroke, just little bit a stroke like this. That much is good. This is my this one. Then I will create an offset path of that ellipse, and for doing that go to object, path, and offset path. So this time I will take a bigger ellipse, just like this one, and then I can simply just select that one and then create another ellipse. This is just to keep this part of the ellipse, but that is not important. So I will need this one. So this center ellipse I am going to make a copy, Ctrl C to copy that. Then I am going to make that one the bigger ellipse. So you can see something like this. So that is my this bigger shape ellipse, which is good for now, and I'm going to expand it. So I'm using my shortcut, but you have to just basically go to object and expand. So that's what I am doing here. Now here I am going to press Ctrl F. So Ctrl F will place my that ellipse that I copied. So if I change the color, you will be able to see. So here you can see this is my ellipse. Now for making a design like this do not ask part, we can simply, as I said, you can do it in two different ways. So let me just start with the first option here. So let's keep a copy. So first step is I am going to select this ellipse here, and then I will just double click to isolate that. Now only this is being selected, and here I am going to add some extra anchor points which can be found under pen tool. So add anchor point. Okay, before doing that, maybe I will need my rulers. So this is my ruler, and then I will make another ruler just like this, and then right click on your ruler and lock guides. So now with this add anchor point tool, first step is I am going to click here to add anchor point, then I will click here one more time, and then maybe I will click one more time in this middle point. So that is fine. So basically I am going to click 3 times here. I am just making it in the simple way. So you can do it in many different ways. So I'm going to keep one here, and then again with the add anchor point tool I'm going to add anchor point there and another one here. So once it is done, I'm going to right click on this ruler, and then you have to just unlock guides, then select everything and delete. So now it is looking like this. I'm going to select my this one, and then I'm going to, okay, so let's just erase that part, as you can see. And now from here I will need to select this middle anchor point and then delete it. So it is going to give me that gap here. That is good, just this middle anchor point. So this is the anchor point here, this one, then delete. So this is what I wanted here. And as you can see, I have this ellipse right now. If I make it bigger in size, that will give me a rectangle, just like that. Do not ask rectangle one, or maybe simply I can take a rectangle here just like this. This is the other way I am showing that I wanted to show here. So not in that much size, bigger size, just a simple, or maybe I can simply take my eyedropper to click on this one. It is going to select that shape, that size, and change the stroke color so that we can see. Now with this one we can simply create a, so create a art brush, simple art brush like this, that is fine. Now we can simply make it this kind of bigger shape, as you can see. Then we can simply expand it, that will give us this rectangle. Then again, if I take my eyedropper to click on this option here, then change the color, you can see we have that shape, inside shape, and we can place our text there. So this is one way. Another way is, without expanding that, I'm going to simply select this one, make a copy, and then I'm going to click on this option, this art brush. It is going to apply in that area, like simply like this. That is fine. Let's just expand it, so it is going to become a shape like this. Now press Ctrl F again, that will give us that stroke that we just copied, and on that stroke we can simply use our type on a path tool. So we can simply place our text here, whatever text we want. So maybe I will use a bolder looking font, just like this. I will change the text baseline from here, so it should be a little smaller according to that shape, and then in the center position. Then I can simply, so okay, this font is looking a little bigger to that area. Maybe we can simply do it with our Explorer font. This font is bit wider, so you can see that is matching with that shape perfectly. So this is the way you can make a shape like that. And then for this kind of area I am going to create a art brush again. So a brush like this, a stroke, maybe I will make it a little bit longer, that's fine. So I'm going to apply this effect on that. Then I'm going to bring a copy here by pressing Alt, then make some copies of that. So that is fine. Okay, not that much copies, something like this. So one thing you have to understand is the width of this shape, internal shape, this brush should be smaller than that, so something like this. Now expand them, they will become shape. Just simply make another art brush with them, just like this, that is fine. And now I am going to simply select this one and apply this brush. Okay, so this is working in the opposite direction, but double click on the brush, we can simply make it flip along, and then apply to a stroke. It is going to work in that direction. Then select this one. Okay, so it is not working, I will need to change it again, but that is not really important, because from this one I can simply bring a copy of that, just like this. Maybe I will select this one and make that the key object, so that it looks good on that size, and that is the center position. And now for this brush I can make it bigger. So 2 point is a bit bigger according to the size I'm working here. So maybe 1.5 will work for us. 1.5 is a little bit bigger, 1.2 will work here. Okay, so 1.2 is looking a bit smaller, 1.3, yeah, that's fine. So as you can see, this is how we can create that effect they are using here. And then for the colors, okay, let me just select everything and then expand everything from here, because I don't want them to act as those fonts anymore or strokes anymore. So let's change the color here, something like that color, just to show you guys. So this is the color here. And now for this one I'm going to select this one, this text ellipse, and this text, cut it, select this one, open transparency, and then press Ctrl F here, make it black. So complete black will make it complete transparent. So this is the shape we are working with. So you can see this is how it is going to look. Maybe we can put a black background to that, so it will be more visible, and it is going to look like this. Now I hope that part is clear to you, brother. So now for the second part here, for this part here, I am going to show you how to create that part. Okay, so there is one more thing you can see here. which is some same strokes. They're just placing some random strokes there. We can do that too, and there is a easiest way of doing that. Of course, I'm just showing someone else's design, so they do it better, but I'm just going to show you how you can do the same. So I'm going to make a copy, just some random shapes like this. That is fine. Now I'm going to lock this black layer, then I'm going to select this one and then make them a group, so it will be easier for me. Then I can simply select all of this and then deselect this one, so I can select it as a group. Now I'm going to align their center position like this, make them a group, and then I'm going to change the direction style of strokes to this one, and this is how it is looking. You can simply click on this flip along, and that is going to give us this option here. And maybe we can simply just align with this object here, and this is how it is going to look. Maybe we can make it a little bigger too. So so this is the shape. This is how it is looking. Don't worry about this area. Now we can simply select this one, we can expand them so that it's no longer strokes. So I am going to cut this, select this group, press Ctrl B. It is going to paste in the background of that shape, and when it is looking like this, I need to select this inner shape, inner circle, copy this one, then select this shape and press Ctrl F, then again press shift and select this two. Then I am going to use my shape builder. So with my shape builder tool, I can simply erase the extra part that is going outside of my this ellipse area. So it can take some time to make it perfectly, but I hope that will give the idea here. So this is how it is going to be. Now we can simply just avoiding those trouble, we can simply select this one, then we can use erase this part with our eraser tool. That will be easier. So you can see whichever way feels good to you, you can work in this way, or maybe we can simply select this ellipse that we just okay. So cut this one, then I am going to press Ctrl B, and then here on this ellipse I am going to select this ellipse, then create offset path. Okay, of course not that much bigger size, a simple offset path like this, cut it. Now select this shape, open transparency and press Ctrl F. That is going to give us this cutout look. We can make it black, so black will give it a complete transparent look. So that part looks good to me. This is how it was made, and for this part let's try to create something similar. So for that I'm going to take my polygon tool, and with my polygon tool I'm going to keep this theme here. So I'm going to first of all create first part of it, so something like this, that is fine. And then I'm going to create, okay, so let me just make it a little bit easier to see. So that is fine. Now for this one I am going to just create another ellipse, another polygon tool, and this one I am going to make it a little bit smaller than the previous one, and that much is fine. So here I am going to take a rectangle, something like this, then I will make it in fill color. I will change the direction, so I need to match it with this direction here. It is going something like that, or how they are doing it, so in this direction. Okay, so that is fine, we can do that too. So it is going from this corner side, just some simple shapes like this, that is fine. Now I need to select this two and make it a group, and then I am going to select this two, I am going to align them in the center position, make it a group, then I can simply select this two group and align them in the center. So this is how it is going to look right now. And for this one here I am going to select this outer shape, copy this, and selecting this group I am going to open transparency, press Ctrl F here, that is going to place the stroke, and then press Shift X. Shift X will make it fill, but it needs to be a black fill that will hide those parts. That is completely fine, nothing to worry about. And then here I am going to just create a simple stroke like this. somewhere in the middle. It doesn't have to be very perfect, it just needs to be in the middle area or something that looks like it's in the middle. That is fine. So I'm going to again align them in the center position just like this. That is good. I'm going to select this one and then apply this brush on it, and as you can see, this is how it is looking. We can change, sorry, we can change it from here. Double click. If you don't want to do this trouble, you can simply make it like this. So once you applied this brush, just expand it, it will become like this, then make it black, and then just rotate the direction, and this is how it is going to look. Maybe we can make it a little smaller if we want. So somewhere like this is how it is going to look, and then we will bring that same thing in this direction. I will erase that part. So I'm going to make this the key object, align in the center, and then I need to bring it in this direction where it looks like it is in the center. So this is how it is going to look right now, and as you can see, this is how they are creating this effect. So let me just bring the opacity, bring in. So this is how this part is created, and I hope this one is really simple. You can simply do that and you don't need a tutorial for that. So that's it for this part. Okay, and for this part I just wanted to create that shape, so I forget to do that. Let's try to show you that part, because that is really easy, but it can be little confusing. So you can see this is the shape here, this outer ellipse that I wanted to create. I'm just going to add anchor point and then one point here and then another point somewhere here, just to keep a balance. Then I can simply erase this part, this center part. So this is how it is going to look, and then for this one I am going to apply this effect that is going to give me that style look. So it is behind the wings here, so that is not really important to be visible, but you can simply make it in that style. So for this one we can make it a little bigger, so it is going to look somewhere like something like that. So that is good. Now maybe for this one I am not very satisfied with the position of it, so let's try to change it in this direction, and then I will bring another copy. Then here I am going to select these two in the center. That is perfectly fine. So this is how it is going to be. Make it a group, then selecting this one, align in the center position. That is fine. So I'm just going to select, I'm just going to do the same thing that I already did. So in this group, if I select that one, I will find this shape, I need to delete that. In this one I will find that exact shape, I need to delete that. And then here if I select this one, press Ctrl F, make it fill color, then make it black. That is good. For this one here I am going to create a, okay, let's just create a simple stroke like this. That is good. Apply this effect, expand it. Okay, so main tutorial part is already completed. This is just an adjustment, so you can skip this part, nothing to worry about. So this is how it is looking. I'm going to make it a little smaller, just like this. Then reflect it again, make this the key object to align it with the center position, and that is fine. So this is how it is looking. Now I can simply, you can see this is how it is being created. They are adding that part, so I'm going to just make everything a group here, and then from here for this part you can simply, you don't need to make it exact similar, but we can do it like this. So this is a stroke. I'm going to apply this effect on it, and that is good. And as you can see, if I make it smaller, the effect is being smaller. We can keep that, or we can simply expand it. That will remove that effect. So now we can freely transform it however we want it. So something like this, and then in between you can add your text. So that's it for this tutorial, guys. I hope this was helpful and you learned something new from this one. You can ask me to make any design. If you want that, you want to learn that one, you can send that design to me and I will try to make a tutorial on that. And whoever's design is this one, I didn't want it to violate your copyright. I didn't want it to make it public, but I wanted to just show everyone how anyone can do this kind of effect. So that's it. See you in the next video, guys. Have a great time.